Hello students. Are you curious about how plants grow and make new plants? Join us in this video as we explore two amazing ways plants can reproduce: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Let's begin with asexual reproduction. In this process, plants can produce new individuals without the need for a second parent. It's a method that doesn't require seeds, spores, or the fusion of male and female cells, known as gametes. Because there's only one parent involved, the offspring are genetically identical to that parent, which can be an advantage in stable environments where the parent plant is already well adapted. Now, let's talk about sexual reproduction, which is a bit more complex but equally fascinating. Sexual reproduction involves the combination of two parents, typically one male and one female. Each parent contributes gametes, sperm cells from the male and egg cells from the female. These gametes come together in a process called fertilization, where they fuse to form a zygote. This zygote then develops into a new plant. What's interesting about sexual reproduction is that the offspring are not identical to either parent. Instead, they are unique individuals with a mix of traits inherited from both parents. This genetic diversity can be incredibly beneficial, allowing plants to adapt to changing environments. Flowers play a crucial role in this process, as they contain the reproductive organs necessary for the production and union of gametes. With a clear understanding of both sexual and asexual reproduction, let's learn about the diverse techniques plants utilize to multiply asexually. One of the most common methods is fragmentation. In this process, a part of the parent plant breaks off, and each of these fragments has the potential to grow into a completely new plant. A great example of this is water hyacinth. This invasive aquatic plant can reproduce rapidly through fragmentation. Its runners can break off and form new plants, contributing to its aggressive growth. Another fascinating method is spore formation. Some plants, like mosses and ferns, produce spores, which are tiny units of reproduction. Spores are incredibly resilient, with tough outer shells that protect them from harsh environmental conditions. When the conditions are just right, these spores can germinate and grow into new plants. They can be carried by wind or water to new locations, where they settle and begin their growth cycle. Budding is another method of asexual reproduction that's particularly interesting. In budding, a bud forms on the parent plant, and when conditions are favorable, it can grow into a new plant. This technique is often used in horticulture, especially in the propagation of plants like roses and plums. The bud essentially detaches from the parent plant and continues to grow independently, forming a new, genetically identical plant. One of the most common forms of asexual reproduction in plants is vegetative propagation. This method involves growing new plants from parts of the parent plant, such as roots, stems, or leaves. Vegetative propagation can happen naturally or with a bit of human assistance. In natural vegetative propagation, certain plants have the ability to reproduce on their own. For instance, sweet potatoes can grow new plants from their tubers, those thickened underground parts of the plant. Potatoes, too, reproduce through underground stems, where each eye of a potato can sprout into a new plant. Some plants, like bryophyllum, can even grow new plants from notches on their leaves when they touch the ground. Artificial vegetative propagation is where we humans lend a helping hand. One common method is taking cuttings from a plant's stem and planting them in soil. Over time, these cuttings can grow roots and develop into new plants. This technique is widely used for propagating roses and many other garden plants. Another method is layering, where a branch of a plant is bent down to the ground and covered with soil. After some time, the buried part of the branch develops roots and can be cut from the parent plant to grow independently. Grafting is yet another method, where parts of two plants are combined to create a new plant. This technique is often used in fruit tree cultivation to produce plants with desirable traits, such as strong roots or high fruit yield. Vegetative propagation offers several advantages. It allows for the preservation of specific traits, ensuring that the new plants have the same characteristics as the parent. This method is also faster than growing plants from seeds, meaning that the new plants can grow and produce fruits or flowers more quickly. Additionally, vegetative propagation is an essential tool for conserving rare and endangered plant species, helping to maintain biodiversity. Each method of reproduction has its own unique benefits and plays a vital role in the survival and proliferation of plant species across the globe. Now, to test your understanding, here's a question for you. What are the potato buds that develop into new plants named? Please share your answer in the comments. The complete curriculum for Class 7 is available on our channel. Check out all the links provided in the description below. Please make sure to like, share, and comment for more such videos.